Hi, I'm Nate the Maker, and today I'm going to make a quick and dirty silverware divider for our kitchen. So for today's quick build, I'll need some clamps, a file, a speed square, my tape measure, a mini circular saw, a jigsaw, the wood itself, some wood glue, and a dream. Now this plan is pretty simple. It's going to be made out of a 1/4 by 2-inch red oak. And it's gonna be a little dividing set. So it's gonna run through here, down here, and then down across, and then I put in little mini dividers for the different utensils. There's not gonna be a bottom or anything because I don't want to take away from the drawer itself. And so it's just gonna be the dividers. Now because I know this is straight, the saw is gonna sit up against it right there. And it's gonna cut a straight line across. In my drawing, I have this guy, and this piece, and those are all full length, and they'll intersect with each other. So right now I have this at all the lengths, and so what I need to do is create a hole here, a slot there, and a slot there, and the same on this side so that these just fit into each other. And then I'll throw in some glue. Before I make this cut, what I'm going to do is actually cut on the inside of this line. So even if I make it a little bit smaller, that's okay. I'll go back in and file it up later. But I don't want to accidentally cut too much. And just because the jigsaw itself isn't very accurate, we'll make sure to cut inside the lines. So I did my job and cut inside the lines. So right now, these don't even fit inside. So I'm gonna take my file and cut out a little bit at a time just so that half of this fits in. I'm gonna go mark off halfway so I don't go too far back on the inside. And boom. Look at that. Okay, a little bit of filing later. And we got this piece fits there. Still not perfect. Close enough for now. This piece fits there. Clearly still not perfect. Okay, so right now I gotta make the pieces that'll go here, and here, and here, and here. And they're going to be very similar to the way this was done, except they're not going to go all the way. They'll stop here, and I'll just cut off this little tiny corner like that, and then it'll fit into this little sleeve right there. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those to cut, and we'll do that really quick right now. Cool, so I have all 5 of my pieces at 10 1/4. I'm going to tape them up, and then I'm going to go sand down the edges so that they're the same length. And then I'm going to cut in this little L right here that is going to take out that chunk, and that'll just sit underneath this piece, and it'll slide in and glue right there. what I'm I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over and do the exact same thing on the jigsaw and just cut off this top corner. So now that I have this piece cut out, I'm just gonna cut out and make the opposite cut on this side so that these can slide in. I'm just gonna mark to the same places here, 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 there, and there. This piece, and then it'll just slot in, and then we'll have time to glue. All right, so I have my markings down, and so I'm just gonna do the same thing, take it over to the jigsaw, and cut out these pieces. So I ran into a quick problem. I forgot that I was insetting these pieces by 1/4 inch, and I cut them all to 10 1/4, thinking that they would be butt up against this, but they actually do need to be a full 10 1/2 because they are going inside there. Luckily, I have plenty of extra wood. So I'm just gonna go through, cut out 10 1/2 inches from these things, and we'll be back in 3, 2, all right, look at that. We have our new pieces and they're back and they're the proper length. So I'm looking at this and I kind of want another piece that's exactly like this, just right here, just to help hold everything square and in place. So I'm actually gonna go through and I'm just gonna duplicate this piece right here. But that also means I need to make all of these cuts in this part again, but that's fine because I also need to make one more cut in this part anyway, so it'll all come together. These are nice little fun pieces. They have a slot there, and a curve. Let's go in here. Joints are all glued up, so I'm gonna let this dry overnight and you will be back in 3, 2. All right, so I'm back the next day. Just pick this up because it's all glued together, and I gotta do some cleanup on these pieces, but that's nothing a sander can't fix. Put this down. These are pretty strong. It's not going anywhere. Happy with how this turned out. I'm gonna take it back, put it in the drawer, add all the silverware. You may have noticed in the last shots that the back post was a little short. What I've done is glued on a second piece that extends the length and holds onto it and provides a little bit more support. So it touches the back and it touches the front. Good to go. The silverware divider has been installed and it works phenomenally. Now, everything's not perfectly square and there are probably a lot of other things that I could have done to make this better, and that just involves me putting a little more time into it. But this was a quick project just to get something out of the way and to show you that sometimes you just have to go out there, do it. Doesn't matter if you get it all right 100%, especially with a functional project like this. You can get it close enough and it'll work and it'll look really nice. Thanks for watching. I have plenty of other videos on the channel you can go and check out, and I'll see you all next time.